Again. It's the Comedy Mushroom Cult podcast. Oh, welcome. Welcome, sirs and siresses. You can see we got a special background today if you're on the YouTube. You should be on the YouTube if you're not on the YouTube. Thank you for digesting this in any possible way that you do. But you should be on the YouTube. We got like our background here that's like some of the paintings are in frame and other paintings aren't. We got to make sure that people can see the upside down flag so they know that we're in wartime. We're working with like basic shit here, okay? If you don't know how I set this up, it's this table that folds up and goes in my closet. We got my laptop here, basically just to look like I look shit up. Most of it's going off the top of the dome. It's also for the timer that I forget to set every fucking episode. But like we got the paintings, you know? And I don't know, you can tell, I didn't reset it from last time. I think we did this last time. But no, so you can see we usually have like a we usually have a visualizer. Just went into an African Bambaataa song. Except for like we don't touch underage black youth in New York. If you really want to dive into that weird thing, go for it. He would probably super get along with the orange fuck. But no, I was waiting to record this. I could have waited longer to record it, or like waited until after and then just like patched it in so it looked like I understand how editing works. It's a conversation I had this week with like some people try to make art good and then edit it to zhuzh it up and make it better. Other people just like make bullshit and then are like, okay, I can edit it in post and make it look better, or like actually make it good in post instead of just like doing it right while they're doing it, or like trying to do it right. Editing's there to like help you at the end, you know? We're going to turn this back up a tad bit. But no, we're waiting for the orange dipshit who has been missing all weekend. Oh, we forgot to do dates. We'll get back to that. Dates that are supposed to make me not fucking swear in the first 5 minutes or so. Who cares? 9-4, put on events. You're not invited. That's a crazy lineup for an apartment show. I put on the best fucking shows in Chicago, and they're for rich people that you can't buy tickets for. Which, like, whatever. It's whatever. Who gives a fuck? 9-14, Canna Besties at the Rise store in the Salt Shed in Chicago. Very, very excited for that one. I love any reason to, like, do a pop-based show, because usually you get, like, free samples and shit. And you can, like, I don't like to do drugs and, like, do shows. Like, I used to love to perform while drunk. And, I was doing, like, a phase where I was, like, getting high, but that was just because I was insecure in what I was doing. But, like, it's nice when you have, like, a reason to, like, dick around and be, like, a little high and be a little sloppy. So, like, that'll be fun. The next night, 9-15, 9-14's a Sunday, 9-15 Monday, Zanies in Old Town. Would love to do that more, but we're working our way up the ranks. What do you want from me? 9-17 and 9-25. Both of those are put on event shows. Other shows that you can't come to, I still have to book those. And then 9-28. I was booked as the headliner of this. I've heard that somebody else might be co-headlining with it as well. I don't. It's an ego play. Did your boy want headliner of the show next to his name? To somebody who's like super active and like trying to get going in the Chicago scene. Like, I'm not super active compared to this person. And so like I wanted them to share my stupid face with headliner next to it a bunch of times. But whatever, it's still a longer set. That's 9-28 at Chicago Theater Works in Chicago, Illinois. I believe that's a Sunday as well. Doing fucking Sunday shows like I'm a goddamn preacher. During football season. We'll get back to football, but no, we have thanks to the Associated Press on their live stream of the outside of the White House, because the orange fuck was supposed to have a speech at 2 Eastern, which would be 1 o'clock Central. It is now 1:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. here in Chicago, Illinois, and we're still waiting for him. There's been rumors all weekend that he's dead because he like disappeared for a few days. Like nobody's really seen him since. I guess we could add that to the list, but I really don't give a fuck about her. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting engaged. That's been like the funny little thing that people point out. Like he's been missing since they got engaged, and he's no longer like the most important news out there. But I don't know. I don't like Taylor Swift. Her music's okay. Like I don't like she's a rich girl from Reading, PA. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You love to see some Rust Belt love and like, but she's a billionaire, you know? And now she's marrying Travis Kelce. Cleveland. I think it was Cleveland Heights or some shit like that. So shout out Ohio. Ohio always wins, you know? Most famous pop star maybe ever in the world, you know? But it's whatever. Ohio always wins. But such is life. But no, Donald Trump has been missing. People think that he's dead. I did see a fun conspiracy theory. Sorry if I'm not looking down the barrel. Like this is like news I was waiting for. I'm 100% sure there's going to be like some heinous shit that comes out from this. Because they already released today that the Pentagon is allowing military lawyers to become immigration judges, which is just some like crazy despotic bullshit. Probably because they have a backlog, and they're like, well, we'll just make regular fucking military lawyers judges, and if they tell people they're allowed to come back in our country, then we can put them at like a military tribunal and fucking kill them. I just thought of that. That's honestly, literally, probably what it is. So they can just be like, you have to follow what we tell you to do because you're in the military. But no, like he's been missing, and I saw a conspiracy theory that he's been dead since like the 28th of August because Kamala put him to death because she actually won the election, and they replaced him with some like female trad wife influencer. So I'm very excited to see him speak. I don't know if I'm allowed to have like the speech on at the same time. This might be, oh fuck, here we go. Here he is. This fucking guy. I hate this cocksucker. So so he's doing a whole fucking thing about moving Space Command to Huntsville? It can't be millions. It has to be billions. Why does JD Vance always look so fucking bummed once he starts talking? Like he'll get a good talk and then he's got like these weird like fucking loser puppy dog eyes. I don't think it is that big of a deal. He just wished his condolences to this 100-old bitch who was like a big Trump fan, and just like right on TV was like, "Hey, sorry about your old bitch wife or your old bitch grandma, who's a big fan of mine." Who's this guy? What's with his teeth? He looks like that. You know, like the one guy in Return of the Jedi that's behind fucking Jabba the Hutt, and he's got like those snaggle teeth, weird fucking teeth. That's him. So we're gonna start 45 minutes late on like some announcement that's fucking stupid when you've been gone for 4 days. Okay, so he's gonna be talking about Space Force. All right, what we're gonna do is I'll keep track of the captions from time to time, and we'll pop back in and see if it's important. Oh, we were losing to China on the space race. All right. Cool. So that's going. Apparently Trump's not dead. Either that or they got a really good person involved. I mean, it's just like liberals are the worst at conspiracy theories. They're like, he's been missing for 4 days. He's probably out I mean, they got pictures of him golfing, but they also shared it, like they found out that it was like from June that they shared those pictures. But like, I don't know. All right. What's next? So Trump's not dead. We'll check in when he starts talking about other nonsense. They're supposed to be bringing the National Guard to Chicago, which is a travesty, and that means like people are going to end up dying. So he's moving the Space Command from Colorado to Alabama because of voting things and because Alabama voted for him. But like, that's just so funny that like he's going to move the Space Force shit to Alabama. And how gacked out is fucking Pete Hegseth? Like, what a weird fucking... Oh, they're going to make a missile defense? That's fun. I'm going to end up probably cutting most of this out anyways, but, like, I need you guys to know. Oh, that's why he's getting psyched. Who dresses this fuck? He's the president. I mean, Pete Hegseth actually is, like, a good-looking dude. I'll give him that. Like, with his fucking American tie square, or pocket square. This guy's got fucking wild fake hair. Wouldn't it be fun if just like every single time I see JD Vance in his stupid fucking pouty face, it'd be nice if they like did some sort of fucking that's a pretty lady. I mean, I'm sure she's a senator or some bullshit and like probably one of the most evil people in the world, but like good for her. That's what I will say. I will say so we can keep this in. I understand that, like, we don't like Donald Trump. Nobody hates Donald Trump as much as I do. I'm ready to die at the end of the week when the fucking National Guard comes in here to protect Chicago. But, like, at least, like, he has a bunch of hotties around him all the time. And, I mean, I understand that that's because he's, like, a fucking sex abuser, but we're going to do a fucking ad right in the middle of this. All right. That's so funny that there's going to be an ad right in the middle of this guy talking. I think it's Tommy Tuberville, but like he's a fucking dipshit. All right, I guess he's alive. We'll look up the rest of it. I don't need to watch the fucking idiots. All right, usually I have a visualizer going, but all right, we're gonna get kicked back into this shit show of a podcast. So Trump's not dead. That sucks. But so we'll mark that off. His speech was fucking stupid. National Guard's coming to Chicago. So I mean, if this is the last time I do a podcast, hey, it's been a ride, you know? I appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks for any and all support that you've given me. But I don't know. It's time to fucking put up or shut up. So hopefully I have the fucking the courage that I think that I do. We'll just say it that way. I don't have any. Just in case like the FBI is watching, and I have a new friend I'll talk to you about in a minute that I'm pretty sure is a spy for the FBI. I think there's a couple of people actually. And I mean it's borderline schizophrenia. If you say it out loud and like earnestly believe it, but sometimes it's fun to like live in that world, and we'll get there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have like a plan or anything, but like if the National Guard's somewhere, we're going to be there and we're going to make sure it makes their life harder. You can't go to Kent State and have like the National Guard be up 4-0 on you and not at least try to. I'm not saying I'm going to kill anybody. We're not gonna go that far. But they're up 4-0, you know? We have to represent for Kent State. We can't be down 4-0 forever. We at least have to get like some, like there's no moral victories, but there's kind of moral victories in this. But speaking of victories, football's back. Hey. Let's just fuck it. You know, like that's been the thing that's been the most annoying about Donald Trump taking over the country. Is like we haven't even had football to distract us. Like this shit can happen, you know? Like it's allowed. Like that's the government, man. Like I've been growing up with this shit for no, it's worse. And like they're making fucking camps and like making military lawyers immigration judges and fucking doing dumb shit like that and having pretty Christian ladies tell you about their 100-year-old grandma dying. Like, we got shit like that going on all the time. Now that's worse than ever. But like, it's also like this is what the government does. They do fuck shit all the time. All right, like. But usually we have something to distract us. We haven't had football since, like, the Super Bowl, you know? Like, ever since, like, the fucking Democrats making their own conspiracy theories about how nobody cheered for them. And then now we're just supposed to, like, now we've got football back. So, like, yeah, we're going to have some shit going down. But, like, there's football this weekend, you know? Maybe they'll leave Chicago alone because football's coming back. Like, Chicago's, like, the Bears play on Monday Night Football. They're not going to put the National Guard there until after that, you know? They don't want all of those cameras in town. But it's great. Like, Ohio State's back. They won their first game against Texas, won 14-7. It was just like a real slobber knocker of a game. Super pumped about Ohio State's defense. I don't know if I've seen a defense in Ohio State like that good in a very long time. Like, the D-line was supposed to be the weak spot because there's not a lot of depth. They held up great against a Texas offense, even when, like, they went up-tempo. So, like, I don't know. I'm super excited about it. Matt Patricia of New England Patriots fame, he was the head football coach of Detroit Lions for a minute. I think he's done some other shit. Like, he did a podcast with Bill Belichick, who just got the fucking brakes blown off of him last night by TCU. But I really don't give a fuck about North Carolina football. But, like, the Buckeyes look good. The quarterback, the new one, Justin Sayin, looked great. Jeremiah Smith needs to stop dropping balls. The Ohio State wide receivers need to knock that shit off. Maybe Brian Hartline needs to go back to just being the wide receivers coach instead of the OC. So he can teach people how to fucking catch the ball. But, like, also, and, like, you hate seeing them blame gloves or whatever, but, like, they all had these, like, flashy white gloves on, so maybe they weren't, like, broken in enough or something. I don't know if they need to be broken in or not broken in with those sticky-ass wide receiver gloves. Like, dudes used to catch wet balls out, pause. I hate when people do that pause bullshit. You can say people used to catch wet balls when you're talking about football, and it's not weird. You're fucking weird for making it weird. But, like, people used to catch wet balls out in, like, with no gloves forever. Like, gloves are, like, a pretty decently new thing. Like, we weren't allowed to wear gloves when I started playing football because people thought it was, like, you could, like, put, like, the stickum on it and shit, and you would have to get it checked. So, I mean, they were blaming the gloves. They changed gloves. I just think it was two really tough defenses going against each other. But I'm excited. Ryan Day looks like he knows what he's doing again. Apparently he's got a nipple ring. Shout out Ryan Day. You got a national championship. I guess get your nipple pierced if you want. Maybe don't wear shirts that show off your nipple piercing unless that's what you're into. Like, he's probably a fucking weirdo. He's the head football coach of Ohio State football. Can you imagine the pressure that's on him? You know, you're not just going back to have missionary sex with your weird wife after your weird Christian wife after a national football game, a national championship game, you know? Your national football, like, he's probably got, like, a side chick that's, like, super into it, puts that nipple ring on a chain or something. Like, he's got to be into weird shit. He coaches in front of, like, 110,000 people every weekend. You think that he's just going to be excited by, like, a blowjob? No. He's got to be, like, dipped in wax first and not be able to move. And then, like, I don't know, find his way out. He's probably into some, like, really weird shit. And not just, like, a nipple ring for a man's not that weird. I mean, it's not normal, but, like, neither were nipple rings for women for a long time. And, like, we've all seen them now. Like, they're a thing. You just run into them in the wild now. And it's a fun treat every single time. Nobody's ever saying that it's not fun to run into a stray nipple ring from time to time. It's like, ooh, what's this? I hooked up with a girl one time where she only had one, and it was because the other one, like, her body kept rejecting it out of one side. And it's like, are you, like, are you an X-Men? Like, your body just rejected the one, but, like, the other one is just like, yeah, you're fine. Like, we can't, too much metal, you know? She's, like, a pop music fan. She can't have metal around her. It was strange. But, I mean, good for you. Do whatever you need to. They look nice aesthetically, and if it makes you feel confident, that's cool. Good for you, Ryan Day. You got a little secret that everybody knows now, okay? Have your nipple ring. I don't care. I mean, maybe hook some electrodes up to it, so when you, like, make a bad fourth down call or something, you electrocute yourself. He's probably got some sort of like shame kink thing. The more I think about it, the less I'm going to edit that shit out. Like, is it good podcasting? No. Is it good video? Probably not. But like, fuck it. If you came here for like good podcasting all the time, whatever. And if you hear to my voice, I'm sorry. I've been smoking cigarettes again. It's a problem. Don't smoke, kids. If you do, smoke cigarettes. Don't like vaping. I think gives you popcorn lung. I also think that popcorn lung was like early COVID. I don't know if we've talked about that on here, and we haven't, it's been a long time. Because like popcorn lung was happening pretty quickly, like the summer before COVID or whatever. Popcorn lung was supposed to be a thing from vaping. And I think maybe like the vape particles just like let COVID in, or the vape cartridges made in China. That's how it got here first. All right, cool. Now we figured it out. But no, it's weird. I grew up in a Marlboro family. My parents smoked Marlboro Lights, now known as Marlboro Golds, because you can't say that it's a light cigarette, because that makes people think that it's better for you or whatever. Turns out I might be a Camel Blue guy. I need to stop smoking. We'll start with that. But like, I've always liked Parliaments. I like a good like real cigarette. But Marlboro Lights just had like this weird taste to it. And then I was like, do you know what? Fuck it. We'll try Camel Blues for this relapse on smoking. And it's been incredible. I would like to thank Joe Camel. It doesn't matter that you're a penis with sunglasses smoking. It's probably your fault that I'm smoking. You know, I had a T-shirt somewhere when like I don't know if it was like IndyCar or what, but it had fucking Joe Camel on it with like a race car. Back in the good old days when like you could advertise fucking vices. Like you're not allowed to drink alcohol on TV anymore, or like in an alcohol commercial, which is dumb. Like why? I mean, whatever. Because you can't just be like, this makes things more fun, but like you can have fun while holding it. Like how Starbucks in their fucking pumpkin spice latte commercials this year are saying that that pumpkin spice lattes are crafted with real ingredients, not made with real ingredients. So I mean, crafted can be like, that's like a fun little shortcut around it. Like, it's a syrup, guys. It's like fake fucking bullshit syrup. Like it used to be. Like if you get like a real pumpkin latte from somewhere, the Collectivo would do like a pumpkin fluff. That was fun, but that was actually like pumpkin infused, and then it was like made into like a marshmallow kinda, and then you melted it down. But so it was like, I forget where I had it. It was like somewhere that put like actual pumpkin in there. But like, cool. That's fun. But yeah, stop smoking. Don't smoke anymore. This is going to be a quick podcast. I realized I just needed to put something out. But I'm not really feeling it. And I know that that's like a pretty common situation on this podcast, if you will. But it's really like, I'm going through some life changes the last couple weeks here. I don't want to like go too in depth with it because I'm not like being super duper public with it. But like we're going through some life/relationship changes possibly. And so like it's been an interesting week and a half or 2 weeks or so of like, I don't know, I'm in an apartment by myself for the first time in a decade. It sucks. It's lonely. But it's also like nice not having to like worry about anybody else, not even another living being. I was thinking about getting a fish because it's only been like, I don't know, 2 weeks, let's call it. And like, I just like miss taking care of like I don't have the cats here anymore. So like I come home and it's just like me, and like I like to talk out loud, so like sometimes I'll just catch myself talking to nobody, and it's like, well, that's not healthy. But if I got a fish, like that's at least a living being. Like when I talk to the cats, like they can't answer me. I mean, Pete would yell at me, so I mean, like that'll happen, and Chovy will make some noise from time to time. But like, I don't know, it's just nice to have like another living being that like you can just like bounce ideas off of, even if they're not there. Like it's less crazy to talk to something that's like sentient than it is to talk to yourself. And I believe in that. But like, I've been able to like hang out with new friends. I've been meeting a bunch of new people, literally. And it's not even like, at 0 point is this supposed to be like a celebration of like any sort of thing, or like anybody was like holding me back from anything. It's like I could have done most of this while in a relationship as well. But like it's like fun having to like go and do things. It's very easy, like if you've been in like some sort of life situation or relationship, job, anything, where you're like, you know what, I'll go do my thing, come back home, kick it with this person that I like, and just like have like your own little environment in the home. And it like kind of shelters you, and it makes you like you take care of your little kingdom instead of like experiencing the outside world, if that makes sense. So I'm like meeting new people, having fun, interesting conversations about things that I haven't talked about like in a while. And I mean, you just like meet people who have like common interests. Like I was having a conversation with somebody, and they dropped like something about Gorbachev on Sunday morning at like 10, and I'm like, how the fuck, like, okay, great, like this is good, but like now I have to like keep my mind fucking sharp, and it's fun, you know. If I drop a Gorbachev fact in my apartment, I'm the one who knows the most, you know. I'm like learning things, and it's fun. But like also you have to explain like your thought patterns to another person, or people. Like being at I was at a going away party for my buddy Cameron. Shout out Cameron. Hopefully your flight went well, buddy. And I hope Phoenix treats you well. Come back to Chicago soon. I'll make my own Bowling for Soup song. But at his apartment, I was like hanging out with his roommate and his roommate's girl, and then like some other comics that were there, and like we were just like dicking around, joking around. And then, like, something about the moon came up, and I was like, oh, the moon is my favorite conspiracy, and they're like, the moon's real. And I was like, I understand that the moon is real, but, like, isn't it more fun to, like, live in a world where you question whether or not the moon's real? It's not so much, like dinosaurs. I made, like, a fucking thread. Follow me on all the social medias, at Ray Roberts Comedy. Share this dumb bullshit on there. Send me money on Venmo or Cash App. I have a lot of rent and bills to pay now. At Ray Roberts Comedy. I mean, if it was like $500, would I be mad at you? No. So like 5 people send me $500. No, I'm kidding. But if you wanted to send me $500, I'm not going to be against that at all. But like dinosaurs, you know, like they're real, probably. I mean, they were alive millions of years ago. So do I think it? And I saw a video today that was like, oh, we know it all because of the bones. And it's like, yeah, that's been my point the whole time. Like, we don't know how they acted. Like, we can guess based off of like animals that are around now. But like millions of years ago, if they were that fucking big, it could be a completely different setup, like oxygen levels where it's like higher and shit like that. You know, like they have all the science to being like, well, this is probably what it was like. But then you have like the fucking science dorks that are just like Christians, where they're like, no. You have to read the book and like know what it is. And they're like so fucking sure of it that when you're just like, well, what about like the 2 major dinosaur scientists in the 1800s that like the 2 the dinosaur scientists, I think archaeologists, like the 2 archaeologists, like half of the things that they found they had to like destroy because they thought, well, one, like the Smithsonian destroyed a bunch of shit because they thought it was fake, and it didn't fit like the fucking like whatever idea that they had of dinosaurs, so they don't know about that. A lot of the evidence for dinosaurs was faked to get published more because it was like these 2 guys in a basically space race, but not based in Huntsville, Alabama. Shit like that. So I mean, it's like we're messing with like weird fake science here, and like, so isn't it more fun just to be like, yeah, dinosaurs as we know them weren't real? Like, was there some sort of dinosaur type situation? Definitely, you know? Like, it's not like it's not as black and white as they make it. It's probably gray. Like, did humans ride Tyrannosaurus Rexes? Probably not, but who the fuck would know? Like, explaining these theories to like new people were like the person that I lived with for basically a decade is just like used to this. So when I come into the room and I'm just like, all right, I've got it. Library of Alexandria was just an allegory for the internet back in the day. Then like a solar flare happened. That's the burning of the library, and that's where we lost all of it, and everything basically restarted, and that's why we're refinding all this shit out. Like, humans have been in like different cycles, and they can just be like, yeah, I mean, it's not the craziest thing you've ever said, and maybe it's kind of interesting, but like trying to take that to like a person who's never run into that, just somebody being like, yo, so what do you think about this? And it's not like it's based off any real stuff, but it's way more fun, you know? It's way more fun to live in a world. It's like the joke that I try to tell of like how liberals are bad at conspiracy theories, because they are. Like, at least like the right fucking, they wake up and they're fighting pedophiles, you know? Like, they're changing the world. Like, their world is like a fucking Liam Neeson movie where they're the hero. In like liberal conspiracy theories, it's just like people don't like him as much as he says, as much as they say they do, and it's like, well, yeah, that's fine, but like also not. Like, what are we doing here? Why are we being stupid like that? Like, you could make it so much more interesting. That's why I think that one of like him being dead and them replacing him, like him getting replaced with that lady, is just so much more fun, because that's like the first one that I saw that was very fun in like a long time. So, I mean, and that was, like, the end of that conspiracy theory is they, like, killed him because Kamala won the election. That's, like, pretty much proven. I don't think she would be a great president. Anybody's better than this fucking dipshit. But, like, I mean, they're saying that they're using, like, they killed him and are using this to, like, bury the Epstein files. And it's just like, yes, that's what they're doing. Like, why the fuck not? Why not? Is that not a more fun world than what we're living in right now? Like, we have, like, a 45-minute late press conference to tell us they're moving, like, Space Command from, like, Colorado, a place that's, like, got, like, nice national parks and a decent educational system and legal weed and smart people, and moving it to fucking Alabama, and they're like, it's gonna build jobs. Who in fucking Alabama? And I know not everybody's stupid in Alabama, but, like, who in Alabama is going to be like, I'm excited to work for NASA? Like, how many of these people fucking think that even space is real? Like, you're going to move it to a spot where everybody thinks that the Earth is fucking flat and then, like, put them in charge of space? Like, that's insane. Like, what a strange world to live in, that's, like, a true fact. Like, wouldn't it be way more fun to, like, think that it's, like, some crazy trad wife that's, like, making this up, or he's a robot? Like, when everybody was like, Joe Biden's dead, they replace him with a robot. Like, isn't that more fun? Just a more fun way to live your life. Like, the fucking National Guard's gonna be marching down Michigan Ave this week, you know? Like, that's sad. That's a bummer. But wouldn't it be more exciting to, like, believe that they're doing it because they're, like, covering up some, like, demonic pedophile ring? Like, that's fun. Ping pong pizza. Like, I heard it's decently fine pizza. They don't even have a basement. And some guy went in there and, like, tried to, like, shoot it up or whatever, which that's dangerous. You don't want to do that. But, like, isn't it a more fun world where you're, like a Chuck E. Cheese is, like, a hidden sex ring? Like, that's, like, the members of the animatronic band are, like, Chinese prisoners of war that they make perform. Which is, like, that was, like, actually a real thing. Remember that body, exhibit thing that they were doing where it was like the human body, and they like got like cadavers and shit, and like actually had like it was like real, so like you could see like a real heart, real lungs, you could see people's like spinal cord, the fucking nervous system, the circulatory system, all of that shit. And then they like found out that it was like Chinese dissidents that like were killed, basically. Like, it was like basically Chinese slaves that were killed by the state. And then people were like, ugh, well, we still got tickets, so we're gonna go see it anyways. Like, isn't it just like more fun not knowing that? Like, it's like, yes, knowing things is great, and we need information, and it's important for a democracy to work well. But, like, when you have dipshits with that information, and, like, people can ignore facts all the time. Like, why not at least meet them halfway a little bit and be like, yeah, dinosaurs aren't real. That's fine. I don't think that, like, dinosaurs are real in the way that they say they are. I think it was some other giant animal of some sort. Like, does it have to be a fucking T-Rex that's, like, had, like, it can either sprint or not sprint, depending on what it is? Like, the fucking Jurassic Park movies, just make fucking dinosaurs up. Why the fuck not? Like, that's at least more fun. A brontosaurus, which I think they've found out isn't real. I don't know. I don't keep up on dinosaurs. I'm a fucking adult. I've got rent due, okay? I don't need to worry about something that was around fucking millions of years ago. Well, we need to learn what killed them. A fucking asteroid or whatever the fuck. Or like some big dinosaur disease. Or like some mosquito that's the size of your fucking living room. Like, I don't care what fucking killed them, you know? Were people there? Did it have the internet? Did I have to like fucking put a reel out about it? No. I don't care. But it's just like fun trying to explain that to another person of like, no. What separates me from like a schizophrenic weirdo is that like I understand what I'm saying isn't real, but it's way more fun. And I think we need to introduce some whimsy into our life like that, you know? It's just like a much more whimsical thing to wake up and be like, do you know what? The moon is hollow. We didn't really go to the first moon landing was fake. Like, why? Who does that hurt? It's not the fucking space race anymore. We just had to beat the fucking commies, you know? Like, what are we talking about? Like, Stanley Kubrick fucking faked it, okay? The tape of it has disappeared. You don't think we should save the fucking tape of the first moon landing? It was on, like, fucking live TV with, like, crystal clear video that, like, satellites didn't exist back then. You know, like, I mean, I know satellites did, but, like, you understand what I mean. We didn't have cell phones, but, like, you're having a conversation with the president from the fucking moon over, like, shortwave radio on television. Go fuck yourself. In 1969, women didn't even have credit cards for another 5 years after that. And you're supposed to tell me that I'm the fucking asshole for thinking it might not be true. But whatever. I don't know. We're deep enough into this one. Nice little update for you. I'm sure I'll be mentally prepared to, like, get mad about shit and give you more information. It's football season. We'll have betting picks after week 1. I don't know what I'm betting on yet, but we'll give away 2 or 3 bets every week like we did last season. If the National Guard's not here, I mean, send me money for my legal fund at Ray Roberts Comedy on Venmo or Cash App. But no, it's going to be a good time. I hope you guys are all doing well. Rate, review, subscribe, all that other bullshit. Sorry for a weird one. I really don't give a fuck, but, like, hey, you're going to get this from time to time when you're messing with this. All right, bye!